Premier Jay Weatherill's declared Holden's Elizabeth plant would be following in Ford's footsteps if he hadn't held crucial negotiations with the company. But the car giant's still refusing to commit to its long-term future until after the federal election.
Arriving at a meeting into the future of manufacturing, the Premier was tooting his own horn.
I can give you one guarantee. I'd be standing here today talking about the closure of Holden's if we hadn't entered this arrangement.
Ford's announcement to halt Australian productions caused a chain reaction, impacting parts makers here. A report revealed if Holden went down the same road, 16,000 jobs would be at risk. The state government's offered a $50 million package to secure the plant until 2022.
Holden's have told us they can't conclude those negotiations until they know who's going to win the federal election and what their policies are going to be.
But the opposition wants to see the finer details.
What we need to do now is to do it in a bipartisan way so that we can secure these jobs.
Get his federal colleagues to stop ripping out $500 million of subsidies on which our arrangements are based. That's the first thing he can do to get a seat at the negotiating table.
Last month, Holden announced it'll axe 400 jobs here at Elizabeth, but the Premier's promised to help upskill those workers so they can enter other manufacturing sectors. He says places like Techport are the future.
You'll see a lot of former Mitsubishi workers down there.
But after 30 years at Mitsubishi, John Roberts diversified when it closed. He used his redundancy cheque to buy a deli at Morphettvale and has expanded since. But others are still struggling.
A lot of them are in and out of jobs, and they have been for a long while, and some of them haven't been working at all.
Mitsubishi still employs 130 admin staff at its head office in Adelaide. Experts say car production's had its day.
Unless we change, and it's going to be difficult to change, it's going to be a struggle to keep selling cars in Australia that are made in Australia.
He says high fuel prices and cheap airfares mean Aussies simply want smaller cars.
People don't need the large car with the big boot and 3 kids in the back seat. They jump on a plane now.
Melissa Wilde, 7 News.